So Derek Chauvin was convicted. And although people wanted him convicted for murder, he was actually convicted on 3 charges. Second and third degree murder, as well as second degree manslaughter. Now, being British, this did confuse me, because he did kill George Floyd, but surely it would either have been murder or manslaughter. But I know in the States they have second, third degree. I get, and then someone explained to me about the 3 charges that you charge, stuff it, and you get sentenced on the worst one. And I imagine it fucks up the appeal process a little bit. But he's been sent down. He was found guilty. That's the end of it. You know, he killed George Floyd, and it was either manslaughter. Well, it was manslaughter, second and third degree murder. I'm speaking with such surety because that's what the court said. And if they change that on appeal, then so be it. But right now, guilty. Guilty of those 3 different types of killing a man once. Anyway, the celebrations. Not celebrations, was it? That's the wrong word. People were glad he'd been sent down. People wanted a lot more. But there were some other really, really strange things that happened around that time. For example, after the judgment came through, Nancy Pelosi, a woman who is given to being very fair and equitable and accurate and good and wholesome at all times, Nancy Pelosi had something to say.
So again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice, for being there to call out to your mom. How heartbreaking was that? Call out for your mom. I can't breathe. But because of you, and because of thousands, millions of people around the world who came out for justice, your name will always be synonymous with justice. And now we have to make sure justice prevails in the sentencing.
To recap, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice, for being there to call out to your mom. Apparently, Floyd's name will always be synonymous with justice. The guy behind her was rubbing his eyes, having a cry. I don't know that George Floyd sacrificed his life for justice. I think a man off his tits on drugs had his neck kneeled on and he died. There was no sacrifice. Definitely no sacrifice. But judging by people online, the way they talk about him, I think we should not stop at sacrificing his life. I think George Floyd died for our sins. That's right, Graham, you weren't on the fucking ball there, were you? George Floyd died for our sins. Jesus, George. Let's go there. Here's the thing about George Floyd. The man should not have been killed. Should not have been killed. End of story. Finished. But let's not pretend he was any kind of decent person. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. He was just a gentle giant trying to turn his life around. He was a home invader that held a loaded gun to a pregnant woman's belly. How many times do you have to do that before you're a bad person? Fucking delinquent dad. A criminal. If you're getting your life together, you're not off your tits on drugs all the time. You're not fucking necking them so the police can't find them. You're generally not being kneeled on by police officers. I'm not attributing blame to him for his death because he should not have died. But fucking hell, he certainly made it a lot easier, didn't he? So let's drop this shit. Let's drop it now. They've taken down the mural in Manchester. Good. A man died who shouldn't. Justice has been served. I don't need to hear any more about George Floyd. His family can put up a memorial. They can be upset. It's his family. That's fine. But middle-class fucking white people getting upset? No. They're just finished. Stop. Because you're not fucking helping. You're not helping anything. And just 1 second, please. Now, that's my feelings on George Floyd. I honestly intend never to talk to that man, about that man, to that man. I hope not. About that man, much more. Drug taking, counterfeit money dealing, fucking house invading piece of all right? Saying that, obviously, and I have to keep saying this because people shit the bed when I talk about this, shouldn't have died. End.